Howdy, howdy, let's get rowdy. I don't know why I've been saying that so much lately. Hi guys, it's Anne. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I feel like today's video might be controversial. This video is going to be taking place in multiple days, but obviously you're seeing it in one day. In this video, I'm gonna be like tearing apart my Just Like You 23. So here is the subject in question. Some of you may know I have always had a odd relationship with Alex, my Just Like You 23. There was always just something off about her, like something with her face, something with her hair, I wasn't sure. I've had this doll since I was 12, I think, so like 9 years. I don't know, I just like something was always off with her and I didn't know what it was. And last year I did a hot water dunk on her hair. A lot of you will remember that video. I thought that fixed it, but it didn't. It kind of, like, her hair is just gross now. Like, it's greasy or something. So I soon realized it wasn't her hair. That was the problem. I stared into her soul for a long time, and I think it's her eyebrows. I'm not a fan of line eyebrows. I don't love them, but I have multiple dolls with line eyebrows, such as Addie, Molly, Emily, and that's it. But theirs don't bother me. Like, obviously you can't see Molly's, but Addie's don't bother me and Emily's do not bother me at all. They look quite cute on her. But something about Alex just is off-putting. Like, she's not cute to me. And I think other 23s are cute, but not mine. I don't know. Maybe people are just better at taking pictures. So I went back and forth for a long time on what I wanted to do with her. I was like, okay, I for sure want to get her a new wig. But I was like, I need to fix the eyebrows. Like, something needs to be fixed with that. I'm artsy. Like, I can paint to an extent. I'm not that great at drawing, but I was like, what if I tried to take her eyebrows off and give her new eyebrows to match, like, the feathered eyebrows of American Girl that I prefer, not the new eyebrows, like the classic eyebrows. But I didn't want to ruin her. Like, I didn't want to take her eyebrows off and then she'd be eyebrowless and then, like, not know where to go from there. Another thing, I do not like her freckle pattern. I'm quite particular on the freckle patterns that I like. So I have 4 dolls with freckles. 3 out of the 4 have this freckle pattern, which is more commonly known as like kids freckle pattern. Mia has Mia's freckle pattern, which is top tier, my favorite. I love her freckle pattern, but I just don't like this one. I don't like how there's no freckles on her nose and it's just under her eyes. It's not realistic. Like, my freckles are very faint right now. I forget I have freckles often, but like, they're on my cheeks, they're on my nose, they're on my forehead. American Girl only makes them on the nose, which is unrealistic. But that was another thing that was contributing to the issue of why I hate her. That's a strong word. Why I think she's ugly. So I decided I wanted to get a brand new head for Alex to start over, clean slate it. It's fine. And I also decided, obviously, I wanted to get her a new wig, and I found a good one. If you guys remember or follow me on Instagram, I did do a little poll asking which wig was most similar to my hair, because Alex is my mini-me doll. Kind of. She's supposed to be. But I did end up getting one of the wigs, and I ordered the head. I got the wig in the mail on Saturday, April 22nd, I think. And I just received the head in the mail. So let me show you guys the situation. First, I'm going to show you the head. It's an American Girl doll head. Forewarning, if it's going to freak you out that there's no eyes in this head, you have been warned. Go ahead and skip the video because you're going to see it multiple times. This is the head. I was concerned because I thought it was a newer classic mold, but it's not. And I really like the color of the eyebrows. I thought they were red at first, but there was like very nice brown color. I really like them. They're going to look really good. And this skin tone, I'm pretty sure, is a match to Alex's. It's like slightly different, but not really. I think I'm just seeing it. It's like slightly darker maybe, but Alex, I don't know. Alex is also just really old, so she might just be like greasy and she looks different. But this is the head. And the wig I got is from Dallas Doll Co. This is the same company that I got Josie's new wig from. And if you guys recall, that experience was a little bit traumatizing, so I was a bit nervous to order from them again. It's not their fault, it was just me. I wasn't used to their wigs, but I decided to give it another chance. I don't remember the name of this wig off of the top of my head. I will put like a picture or something right here so you guys can see what it was. Oh, I forgot to say, before I get ahead of myself, the doll head was $20 on eBay. Someone just sells the doll heads, like that's it. And this wig was $38 maybe. But this is the wig. You obviously already saw a picture of it. It's a very pretty color. It's a little bit darker than my hair, but I have a really just weird hair color. It is a middle part because I wear a middle part, and it just looks really nice. Very nice. That's the situation. I have also put this wig on the head to make sure it's all gonna look good. It matches the eyebrows so well, and I'm really happy with it. I think it's gonna look really good. Quite obviously, this doll has no eyes. It's an eyeless American Girl doll head. We're gonna do an eye swap. I've never done an eye swap before. I've seen people do them. It looks traumatizing, but you live and you learn. You gotta do things. You gotta get uncomfortable to grow. So we're going to be taking her original eyes and putting them in this head, putting a new wig on this head, putting the head on her, and giving her freckles. So that is what this video is going to be. I'm just making the intro right now. I don't know when this is actually going to happen. So stick along for the journey. I'm excited to fall in love with my Alex again because something is just off about her. I don't know. I don't know what's coming next in the video, so just enjoy. The time has come to remove her eyeballs and put them in her new head. I have watched videos. I watched videos from AG Primrose, Lots to See, Alley Cat Loves AG, to name a few. I literally just searched on YouTube American Girl doll eye swap, and that's what came up. So I watched those. I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of how the heck I'm gonna do this. I'm going into this not that confident. I'm confident that I will be able to do it. I know it's not gonna go perfect. This is my first ever eye swap, and I'm going into it with extreme patience. I don't want to rush myself. I don't want to get myself worked up or stressed out, but I think I'm gonna be able to do this pretty well. I'm not taking her wig off because like that seems just like an extra step that I don't need to take. I'm just gonna make sure her hair is like up and good. I'm going to film my process and I'm gonna do a voiceover because I don't want to talk while I'm doing it because I'm just gonna be like laser focused. This is in no way, shape, or form a tutorial because I don't know if I know what I'm doing yet. Look at some other successful videos because who knows if this is gonna be successful. I just want to take it slow, have patience, because I don't want to rip her vinyl, because apparently you can do that, which is like my biggest fear. Not even getting the eyes in or out, it's ripping her face. So let's go do this. So obviously the first step is to remove her head from her body, so we'll be able to pour the hot water into her head. I was stressing this entire time. It was so stressful. So here I am just prepping my area. I ended up not using the measuring cup because it was plastic and the boiling water like made it crack and I was terrified. So I just like dumped it out and then used a funnel, and you will see that later in life. But here I am just prepping the area again. The towel just helps hold the doll in place in the bowl. And here I am. Please ignore the gross pot. This is like what we just used to like heat up water, and it's obviously just going in the doll head. I'm not drinking it or anything. So you fill up the water to like the brim of the head, and then you let the hot water sit in there covered with a towel for 2.5 minutes just so the water doesn't evaporate, and it gives time for the head to get squishy, which is like, it's so weird to have the vinyl be squishy. I've accidentally left my dolls in hot cars before, and their vinyl getting squishy traumatized me as a child, so this was like, I don't know, this is a lot to handle. But now I'm just dumping out the water, and I'm going to be using the wooden spoon handle to push the eyes out from the inside of the head, and you will see that now. This was scary. I mean, if you just look at this, it looks so morbid. Like, this part looks so morbid. I can't, it like hurts my soul to watch this back because she looks like an alien or something. But it popped out pretty easily. The second one I had a little bit harder time getting it out. I just couldn't get a good grip on like the eye socket inside of the head. But I eventually did get it. It just kind of rolled out of there, and I could start feeling it come out. So I was like, all right, I just gotta keep pushing. And then it did eventually pop right out. So now here she is with no eyes, and I'm shaking, I'm stressing, because I know the hard part is putting these eyes back into the new head. And it wasn't terrible, but I was semi-right. So now it's time to heat up the new head. I'm just putting it in the bowl with a towel again. And I forgot to mention also, I'm not necessarily putting boiling hot water in their heads. You heat up the water. I heated it up until it started to steam, and then I turned it off, and then I put it in their heads. You don't want it super hot. I don't know exactly what temperature it was, but it was not boiling hot like whatsoever, but it was very hot. But I'm just doing the same process here. I'm putting the water in their head, and I did accidentally overfill it a little bit, and I did get water in her eye socket, which I had to dry up later. But I am letting it soak or sit in there for 2.5 minutes again, and then it's time to dump it out and shove the new eyes in. And this is 100% the hardest part. And I don't know if it's the scariest part. Taking their eyes out just is very like inhumane or something. But putting them in, you'll see the struggle. It took me a minute. It took me a while, but I eventually did get it. I'm speeding this up because it was really long. I'm probably going to end up cutting more of the video out actually because it's really long. But you just shove it into their head until it goes in. And there is no strategy to do this. I tried to like put my finger inside the head at some point to give it some like back pressure. You know what I mean? And it did help a little bit, but it was still scary. So I eventually did get that eye in. It popped in at such a weird angle and it made me laugh. It just looked really funny. And then I'm using this tool to like push back your cuticles. I saw this in multiple videos that people use this to help like turn the eye and make it straight. And this is where I did scratch her eyelid. So you do have to be really careful while you're doing this. But it worked, but I didn't do it correctly. The second eye I had a lot better time with adjusting it. And I didn't scratch that eyelid, but this part was really difficult. So we've got the one eye in. I know it's not straight by any means. I'm going to fix it when I heat up the head again. Now I'm just drying out the inside of that eye socket because I did end up getting water in it. Just be sure that they're dry. I'm just using a Q-tip obviously to get that water out of there because the eyes are metal and they can rust, and they rust from the outside, not from the inside. Dancing doll body. So here I am putting more water in. I decided to try this in 2 goes because I didn't want to do it too fast and let the vinyl get hard again and then end up ripping it, because that was literally my biggest fear. I watched a video and somebody ripped the vinyl and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you could do that. So I took the extra step and did some more water just to give myself more time and not damage the doll head, because I did not want to spend another $20 on a new doll head. And like I said, the second eye went in. It seemed like a lot easier than the first eye, probably because I just knew what I was doing a little bit more. It's really weird to squish their face in that much. They get so squishy when you put the hot water in their head. But this one went in a little bit easier. It made me feel better, but just a lot of readjusting to get the eye in. And then the eye just popped right in. There was a lot of metal showing when I put this eye in though, which at the end of the day I think was better because I didn't have to touch the eyelid at all. I literally just had to push back the metal and the eye was straight. Like, it was crazy that it already just went in straight. I had so much luck during this whole process. But now it's just time to make sure that both of the eyes are straight and they're both even. One's not to the side. I'm just kind of staring at her, looking at her upside down to make sure the eyelashes are straight up and they're not sideways at all. And that's pretty much the whole process. It's not too bad. Alright, it's time to put the wig on. If you hear voices, it's my mother. I'm pretty confident that this is gonna go well. She looks really cute though. I think one of her eyes might be like slightly outward, but I think I'm just staring at her too hard. This wig is from Dallas Doll Co. I know I already said that, but Josie's wig was also from Dallas Doll Co. Really hard to put on. This one seems easier. I think I know how to do it. Take a look. So this one, you gotta put it on back to front or front to back. I don't know why, but that's like the best way to do it for me. I go like this. This is not perfectly on, but like that's how I do it. I don't know another way to put it on. And nobody come at me in the comments for being like, you need to do it this way. I've tried. I cannot do it back to front because for me it smears the glue forward and it just does not look good. And a lot of people suggest doing it like this and then like pulling it down, but then it just like what we're gonna do here, let's move my camera. So what we're gonna do, I'm using a Q-tip to spread the glue around because I'm lazy. What we're gonna do is we're using tacky glue, tried and true. She gets a blob of it on the middle of her head, and then around the edge also. I'm doing it a little bit farther away than where the old glue was. I'm just leaving some room for spreading. This is really scary. I also found out, so when I re-wigged the doll that I'm giving away, I got glue in her hair and I was freaking out. But the good thing is about tacky glue is it's water soluble. So if you wash their hair, it will literally come right out. I just took some shampoo, literally just took shampoo and washed it and it came right out. So I'm a lot less scared now. A lot of people use like E6000. I don't know what kind of glue that is, but just the name of it scares me. Okay, everybody say your prayers. I might try to put the hair up in like a ponytail or something, just like try to get it all out of the way. Of course, now that I've messed with it, it's not pretty anymore. Oh gosh. The glue is just so scary, like it's staring at me. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay. It's so easy when there's no glue on their head. So easy. Give me a second. It's not centered. Okay, actually, I feel like it looks pretty good. Her forehead was looking really big at first, but I think I fixed it. I also think I might have ripped a hole in this wig when I was putting it on her. I'm not really sure though. I'm just like, this is not a good video right now. I thought I was gonna have to struggle. She looks good. Oh, she's cute. Okay, so the wig is on. Now we just wait for it to dry. Why is this experience not traumatizing at all? I feel like she's gonna be really top heavy though because this wig is really thick. I'm also realizing she looks a lot like Sage now. Let's paint some freckles. For the freckles, I'm using brown acrylic paint and like a very tiny drop of water that now has a hair in it. I don't even know if you can see it. Very tiny drop of water just to dilute it a little bit. I just put it in there and I'm gonna mix it together with a little stir stick. Sorry, it looks really icky. Don't dilute it too much or else it will look weird. I noticed with Ferris's freckles, they are a little bit weird looking, like some of them, because of the water. Like they're like white on the inside. And now I'm just taking this paintbrush and I'm going to dot it on her face. Just so you guys know, Allison Dolan has a really good tutorial. Oh no, she didn't post it on YouTube. She posted it on her Instagram story. Well, I'm gonna follow her tutorial anyways, even though it's not existent. Basically, you're just gonna put a few dots and then take your finger and just tap them. It makes them a lot more faint. Okay, the freckles are done. She's looking more like Alex now. I was getting a little worried there. She actually looks like Alex now. I really got realistic with it, I feel like. Because like I said earlier, there's more than, like, there's freckles on more than your nose. So I did a little bit on her cheeks and a little bit on her forehead and then like some really faint ones on her chin. From far away, you can't really tell. I also put little freckles in the middle of Sage's nose because I do not like the kit freckles. I don't like them. Next step is to dress her and then we will be all done with this customization. Welcome to the end of the video. For some reason, it has taken me a really long time to finish this. It's been like 3 days since I finished the whole process, but I have Miss Alex dressed. I just have the Earth Day overalls on her, and then one of Julie's shirts. I put it on backwards, but like you can't really tell. The bow just like wasn't the vibe. But I'm really happy with how she turned out. I was getting a little skeptical when I put the wig on her and I was looking at her. I was like, girl, you don't really look like Alex anymore. But once I added the freckles, she seems much more Alex-like. She seems like a modernized 23. Like, this is what she should look like if American Girls still made their really music like this. But yeah, I'm really happy with her. I'm so happy. I'm really proud of my progress with this. The only thing I messed up was her eyelid. But like I said, when do I ever see my dolls with their eyes closed? So yes, I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with her, and I'm excited to love my Alex doll again because we've had a rough relationship these last, like, I don't know, 9 years. So I'm excited to be in love with her again, and I'm excited to like style her hair. Honestly, I'm really excited to style her hair because she just looks so cute. Thank you guys for coming along with me as always. I feel like it's been pretty requested that I do like a doll customization video, and this video has been a while in the making, so I'm excited to finally share it with you guys. But yes, thank you all so much for watching this video. Be sure to check me out on Instagram at Now&Forever. Follow me on TikTok at Anne's Expensive Vinyl. And if you ever want to send me something, I do have a P.O. box. It is linked in the video description and the channel description as well. And that is it. That is my spiel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!